This Protoman review is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Big Bad Toy Store, the ultimate in toys.
So a couple of months ago, I did a big review on Beast Saga, the return of Battle Beasts for its 25th anniversary. And since that first review, a lot has come out and a lot has happened for Beast Saga. The anime came out, which is already into episode 9 at this point, which you can find subtitled if you do some research. Great show, by the way. The manga came out, and most importantly of all, 2 more waves of toys have released. Actually, and a third one on its way. Wave 4. That being said, it's my duty. We're going to do the other waves. So we're going to do Wave 2 today. And everything of it. So this is Wave 2 of Battle Beasts, Beast Saga. So let's do this.
Protoretro.
So here it is, Wave 2, ranging from BS-16 up to BS-19. Now, essentially, there was stuff in between, but that stuff in between was not figure-based. There was 2 different play fields for the game, and some booster stuff. So I'm going to get into that little booster thing here, but I'm not going to touch up on the play sets because, in all honesty, while I own them, they're not really worth reviewing because the figures are the core of what we all care about with Beast Saga and Battle Beasts. So let's crack open this stuff and let's get a history lesson. So let's start with that filler stuff. As I was talking about before I got into Wave 2, there was some little things in between. This was BS-11. This was the booster dice upgrade thing. All that is essentially is you get 1 dice and a whole bunch of blind dice that you don't know that you're getting. What that is, hey, there's chase dice. Some of them are gold, some of them are orange, and it's all related to the game, but it's not that big a deal, and it's kind of skippable. So, just to warn you about that, what it is. So, let's get to the figures. So let's kick off Wave 2, right? We're going to start with BS-15, the Land of Sky. Now, this is the true debut of the Land of Sky faction, if you will. In the previous wave, we did have 2 Land of Sky, or Land of the Air Warrior characters in Bamed and Mariku the Bat. But now we finally have his leader, their leader, and the 2, head commanding officers. Essentially, if you haven't watched the first video, aside from shame on you, I'm going to go through just how the gimmick works quickly. Each character has their dies. The dies have their corresponding logos on them. You load it in there, and you got a really cool dice gimmick. Bada bango. Didn't shoot very far there. But essentially, that's how these Beast Saga figures work. So we're going to start with the first one here from the Kingdom of the Sky. This is aptly called Eagle. Now, Eagle is kind of a homage to Blue Eagle, the laser beast from back in the day. And very awesome detailing on him. He's easily the nicest of the 3, in my opinion, and looks amazing in the green. Just looks nice. Also matches the clear color that is associated with his faction, because the dies have clear colors related to their factions, and sky being clear green, the sea being obviously the blue, and land or fire being red. Next one we got here is Flaca, which is obviously, for those who pretty much guessed, is kind of a falcon. But he kind of has details and slight cues to Harrier Hawk, again also from the Laser Beast Battle Beast line. But not as nice, and also I find that suffers from a lot of warping just because of the thinner plastic that's used on him. But that's nothing a little bit of hot water, heat, and some bending couldn't cure. And the X Factor. I love this guy. This is Bundot, and Bundot is a new beast to the continuity because they've never done a pigeon before. And man, what a pigeon he is. And he has a gun. A lot of the beasts do not have anything even close to a gun. They always have swords or some kind of melee weapon. But he's got a gun, and he's a pigeon. A dirty ass pigeon. So you don't mess with a pigeon. Pretty awesome, these guys. They come with their corresponding cards. Pretty cool stuff. So that's the beginning of that. So that's the end of BS-15 Land of Sky starter set. And just to let you know, still comes with the same stuff. Let's go to the next one. Now jumping into the Wave 2 single packs, we have BS-16 Garrison G. Now Garrison G is the throwbacks we've always been looking for. Why? Let's talk about an old beast. Gargantuan Gorilla. This dude is totally the classics version of it. Even the little dots on the shoulders. They make the efforts and they pull through. Unbelievable. Great, great throwback. If I had to complain, make them red! But who cares? I mean, it's still awesome they did that. His weapons, sadly, he has what are called poured-over weapons. This is actually Ryoga's sword, or Ryoga, however you want to pronounce it, the lion leader. So he has the sword, and the shield is a new sculpt, though, so that's kind of cool. But nonetheless, really awesome. So BS-16 Garrison G. That's one to pick up for sure if you're a Battle Beast fan. Now again, another example, if we're talking about the mythos here, we are definitely talking about Alldile, BS-17. Now Alldile in the Beast Saga fiction is like the leader of the Brutes, essentially, the bad guys, like sub-faction, because he comes from the land of the Dark Sea, or Dark Heart Sea, but he's not the main leader of the crew, but he leads the grunts, the frog people. And this is in the anime and the manga, so if you watch it, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. But even historically, bada bing, bada boom, we are talking all the way back to Gruesome Gator from the Battle Beast era. And that's essentially who he's homaging, so to speak. And that's pretty cool. If you want to go into deeper comparisons, because there was another Gator in the original Battle Beast line, there was Dino Gator, but he was a laser beast and he does not have the same aesthetic looks that like these two have. So that's Alldile, and he's quite the character in the anime thus far, as of episode 1. BS-18 Rynas. Now, Rynas is a rhino, and again, let's go to the Battle Beasts. We got Rocky Rhino. Now, I think it's more in tune with Rocky Rhino as opposed to, there was a laser beast also called Cylon. I find that Rocky Rhino probably is where they were pulling from, because Cylon, I just don't see it. But he, he's more heavily armored. He has a lot more details than even both of them compared to the originals. And it was cool too, just to note his weapon actually has a little curve on it. It has nothing to do with being bent or molded. It's actually molded that way, I guess, to be like a rhino horn. So that's pretty cool that they did that. Not much more I could say about him. He's part of the Fire Team. So yeah, the homage to Rocky Rhino, Rynas, BS-18. And the final one of Wave 2, BS-19 Tarlock. And Tarlock is the most awesome one of them all. He is a turtle with a big shell in the back and everything. Even an adorable Play Dice logo, which also is on the back there of a turtle. He comes with the typical Raper sword that's with a lot of the water-based ones, which kind of makes him a villain then. And he hasn't been in the show yet, so we don't know how this character's going to play out. He didn't really have a traditional Battle Beast that he was based on, because there was no turtle Battle Beasts. For reasons that I don't think we need to explain from that time. So, yeah, essentially. But, I mean, I can't imagine why there wasn't, because there probably should be a reason to explain why there was no Turtle Beast. I mean, it's not like that thing was popular at one point, but anyways. So, that's the last one. Tarlock. BS-19. So there you have it, guys. Beast Saga Wave 2 in a nutshell. It's one of the smaller waves. The next wave is going to be a lot larger, but this wave was smaller because it was just to launch essentially the, Kingdom of Sky and get a few extra beasts out there, and then the anime and the manga made its big debut shortly after that. So next one coming, which will be very soon because I got it all already, is going to be awesome. So until then, guys, this is Protoman of Protoretro, and this has been a video review of Beast Saga Wave 2. BS whatever to BS whatever, because there's a lot more BS coming. Oh yeah.